Hey, good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. Today's Sunday. I'm going to do a little bit of an extended daily reading, just doing a little differently, a little different spread here. I'm using the Somnia Tarot today. I hope everyone is fantastic. It is Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to all you mothers that are out there. I have my cat on my lap. He will probably leave in a few minutes. He's really warm, I will tell you that. Like, he's also purring. So let's get started here. What do we got? Let's see. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different, but not much. Current situation, 8 of Cups. Past influence is the World. Present influence is the Queen of Swords. And then negative, I'm going to do that. 3 of Pentacles, positive. 4 of Swords, what you don't see. Death, what to look for is the Page of Pentacles, unexpected. 3 of Cups, challenge. 8 of Pentacles, future influence is 9 of Cups. Oh, nice. Outcome, High Priestess, where does this lead? Strength, Hermit, and 7 of Wands. That's okay. So what we have here in the current situation is the 8 of Cups. So we have the world in the past. So the past influence with the world being there is there's something that is coming to an ending, whether it's just a natural ending, a graduation, a leveling up, there's something. But I do feel like with the 8 of Cups being in the present influence, you're going, okay, it's time to, this is what you're actually doing, is walking away from a situation. Now, you keep it, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates. And this 8 of Cups can be walking away from anything, a particular situation, an old way of looking at things, an old way of doing things, putting something from the past that's been bothering you behind you, or even that just gets in your way. Those type of things is what the 8 of Cups is. It can actually be walking away from an actual situation, but it doesn't have to be that big. It can be literally going, this way of thinking is no longer serving me. This, however, or anything, anything. But it does. You have realized that that part of your situation, life is over, and it's reached its natural end. It's not a forced end. The world is actually a very positive card. It's about reaching your goals. So when we look at that as an ending, it's not a bad ending. It's an ending that is absolutely supposed to happen because it means you've leveled up. So we have the Queen of Swords in your present influence. And I like this because this is what is giving you that current situation. The Queen of Swords is very pointed. She thinks about things. She's very intelligent. And she's saying, okay, now you don't have to be a female. I'm just using that as the queen. But, hey, okay, like I need to head this direction. And this is your intellect, your knowing, I know exactly what I want to do. I know where I want to go. So it's very positive as far as what's influencing you. You have a direction, and with that direction, you need to leave a certain thing behind, whatever that is. The negative is the 3 of Pentacles. There may be something here that as you're on your new venture, whatever it is, or, your new ideas or new way of doing things, is you may have to, deal with people differently. It could be actually leaving a group of people that you admire behind, could be leaving a project behind, but it also could be just going, okay, I'm going to do this differently. I don't belong in this group. Maybe it just, no longer serves you. But the reason why it's negative, I feel like, is there's something here that's saying to me, like, they don't want you to leave. That's the negative part. And you care enough to make it matter, right? It matters. The Four of Swords is the positive, and that is like, okay, you've taken that time. I feel like this isn't you resting. I feel like it's you have rested. You know what you want. You have taken some steps back. You have looked at it differently from, because you've taken that quiet time, that healing time, however you want to see that. Whether it's healing from a big situation that you're walking away from, or again, an idea. Sometimes we just need to settle in on that. So, what we don't see is the death card. Things are changing anyway. So, whether this is somebody else in your life or, um, it, let's say if it's work, things are changing anyway that you don't even know about. Like, so even though you may look at that Three of Pentacles and think it is a negative, like, oh, I don't know if I really want to leave these people or what have you, it's changing anyway. So don't let certain ideas keep you from moving in the direction you want to, because no matter what, when we leave a situation and we think, oh, I don't want to leave it because I like these people, or, if it's at work, or, I don't know if I want to do this. Well, know that in the near future, it's not going to be the same anyway. And we tend to, because things definitely do change. What to look for is the Page of Pentacles. Stay focused on what you want to do. Stay focused on where you want to go. Like, don't, um, this is hard work. Page of Pentacles is hard work. The challenge, by the way, is the Eight of Pentacles. And it's the same type of card to me. Hard work, got to focus. So it's asking you to meet that challenge here is, really stay focused. Because this is kind of like an advice card. So the unexpected, though, is the Three of Cups. There'll be a new celebration. There'll be new people. The Three of Pentacles is your negative. The Three of Cups is your what's unexpected. So I do feel like this will be a little bit. I'm going to clarify the Three of Cups and see if there's anything else we need to know about that Three of Cups. Tell me more about the Three of Cups. Isn't Kitty cute? His name is Captain. Three of Cups, please. What is this Three of Cups? Knight of Cups, Two of Swords, Eight of Wands. There may be, yeah, like Knight of Cups, a decision you're making about, okay, so this has something, so this is unexpected. So there could be someone that's coming in that you've kind of had to make a decision about. And, but I feel like the unexpected piece is a message coming in from a person that maybe has some good news for you, a good offer. It could be a romantic offer. It could be just, news offer of any kind. And then having that Eight of Wands there, that's the news coming in. So that's good. Okay. So got that. The challenge is the Eight of Pentacles. Like I said, the challenge is going to be staying focused, working hard on something that you need to work on. If this is the direction you want to go, because overall the future influence is the Nine of Cups, which is meeting your desires, getting those, reaching that goal. And we have the Queen of Swords in the present influence. You've got to stay focused, and sometimes it gets hard. So this is just saying, staying focused on where you want to go, where you're headed. Might get a little bit tough, but keep doing it because you're doing the right thing here with that Page of Pentacles. So then we have the Nine of Cups in your future influence. And I look at that and say, yeah, the future influence is about reaching your true desires, your true dreams, something that would make you happy, reaching a goal that you've had for a while. And it's a feel good. It's the wish card. It's getting your wishes. I really call it desires because wishes to me seem, that's just a wish. Desires are something that you grab onto that you really want to make happen. And that's what I feel like is happening here. There's something here with that. I'll clarify what that Nine of Cups is. It's going to be different for everybody, right? So, but let's take a look. What is this Nine of Cups here? Nine of Cups. I'm going to clarify the High Priestess too. Because a lot of times when I get the high priestess at the end of a reading, like an outcome, it's saying you're not supposed to either know or you already know, one of the two. But when it's in the outcome, it's like you're not supposed to know. But let's make sure that that's what it's saying. So the Nine of Cups here, Chariot, Knight of Pentacles. This is something you've been waiting for. Also, it's so very cool because of the change. So yeah, Chariot with the Page of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles is definitely that Chariot card is, you know, you heading towards something that's taken you a long time. The Page of Pentacles. Those are two opposite energies. So you've had this gusto going towards this, but it's been taking a long time. Knight of Pentacles, very methodical, very slow. But with the Death card, the reason why I think it's telling us is it's changing. Things have changed, and that's why it's taken so long to reach this Nine of Cups. And I think that's a very important card here. Let me make sure I have those right. So then we have, it leads to the High Priestess. High Priestess is about your inner self, you know, your intuition, you know, your spidey sense, all of those things. And yeah, so let's see what that is. I gotta see what it is. It's because it's an outcome. I feel like you know what the outcome is. Well, let's see. Tell me more about the High Priestess. If I get a High Priestess as a clarifier, I'm not gonna try to read it too much, but let's see. Tell me about the High Priestess. Tower, Chariot again, and the Ten of Wands. So I think it's saying that we might not be able to exactly tell you how the outcome is because there's going to be a change coming in. And that Tower card reminds me of that. So the Chariot, though, has to do with this energy coming in. The reason why, like, I feel like it might change is because there is some kind of burden happening here. So keep in mind that things might change a little bit going forward. So yes, you're going to reach your dreams. It just might take a bit. And I feel like that's what's happening over here, which makes sense because we have the Strength, the Hermit, and the Seven of Wands. And I feel like what's happening as the time moves forward is, yeah, you're kind of hanging in there with that Strength card. You're staying strong. You're staying consistent. The Hermit, though, says you're kind of still on a search. It's still quiet. You're still looking. Well, then the Seven of Wands. And I feel like that is that final stance of I'm going to stand up and what's going on now? What's happening? Anything else we need to know about the Seven of Wands particularly? He's such a funny cat. I have another cat. Well, I have a cat. That's my daughter's cat. And the reason why I have the other cat is they don't get along. They both were my daughters. And so now my daughter's living with me because we're all kind of going to be moving into a house with a bunch of land, and which was kind of off the wall, but we are. And so she's staying with me, and so I have to separate the cats. So there's a gate between the upstairs and the downstairs. And so it's kind of really been hard. And I've been downstairs at night and I hear him just like he's on just some kind of upper, drank too much coffee, and he's running around upstairs, and it's like, oh my God, where is that coming from? So what is the Seven of Wands? Three of Wands, Lovers. Yeah, it's coming. So okay, so here's the negative, but I don't think it's a negative here because I feel like you are going to, there's going to be something here where you stand your ground because this relationship or partnership, whatever's happening here, whatever this, I'm feeling it's with this desire piece. It comes back together with this Three of Pentacles. Sorry, it's upside down. And, but I think it's not that you're standing up to that or anything. I think it's just that you're standing strong because you know that things are happening the way they're supposed to happen. And this is a good partnership because it's a Lovers with the Three of Pentacles, which tells me when I see the Three of Pentacles in any kind of partnership, whether it's work or love or anything, it's really a good partnership because you are not the same. You are each bringing something really important to the table. And that's really important in any relationship at all. So let's pull a piece of advice. What is the advice for today? It is the King of Swords. So, I think with the Queen of Swords, right? So, the Queen of Swords is already on the table, so it couldn't come up. And I feel like it's saying the same thing. Have your direction in mind, speak clearly, have uh, a clear direction on where you want to go, um, and stay after it. I feel like it's just keep going, keep doing it. So there you have your reading for this Mother's Day Sunday. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care. Have a beautiful day.